We here.
We made it. Man, it's Jameelah Hanif here. You guys, we are doing a free discussion 7 on 7 for Books Brunch.
Oh yeah.
All right. So,
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me in this beautiful space. Like this is yes, this is amazing. I love the space. It's creative. It like shows your vibrant personality. It's welcoming, and it just makes you want to come in and be real. You know what I mean? Hey, I see. I said.
It's a really good Cam.
Got needing. 707 week, y'all. It's here. Literally in a few days. It's exciting. Yeah, I came to Vallejo at the right time, baby. East Oakland. Man, I'm from East. Like you more North Oakland, where yeah. Right.
Right there.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 That part. Yeah. Representation, because it's really about building community. Where you live, where you work, where you play. It's about building community where you call home. It's about taking the traditions and the cultures of how you grew up and ensuring that you keep that as you grow throughout life, and really planting those seeds all over. So us coming from Oakland and then coming to Vallejo and showing this pride, it's right on time. Yeah. Oh yeah, listen, that part. Yep. Yeah, man, I got that phone call. Y'all know what it is. You get the phone call. I got it from Shay, and it was organic. It was authentic. It was really her really bringing together folks with diverse backgrounds, with diverse expertise to ensure that this was really going to be successful. So shout out to Arshay Miles, who's been the backbone and the foundation of this 707 week and really pushing it through. I got the call, and it's just been an amazing experience. Like I follow, and this is a great thing, I follow all of the people who's on the committee. Like I already follow all these folks who are involved with 707 week. Like I go there, I'll patron there. Like, so it's just so exciting to really make that genuine connection with the owners, with the folks involved, with the creators, and and everything else. So it's been a blessing. You that one. Oh man. It's happening. Yeah. We got new leadership. Yep. Oh yeah. Listen. Don't spoil it for me, but I already know. I do plan on attending the game, but I was juiced about it. I DM'd him. I said, "Do y'all got one going on this week?" They was like, "No, it's the 4th of July," but that is exciting. This is exactly what the youth need. This is exactly what the community needs, to have a space for all ages really to come to collaborate, to come and feel safe. Like that's the basic necessity of what we're asking. And shout out to Lewis and to Michael, who's been doing the work and really getting this off the ground. Yeah, yeah. He's a great, yeah. He's a real one.
He is. He is. Just the way that music together.
Hmm. Okay, now y'all, it's gonna be going. That's why for 707 week, it's a little bit of something for everyone, whatever generation that you are, because that's another huge thing, y'all. We're building generational gaps. We have to be able to communicate with our elders. We have to communicate with our youth. Now, millennials, we special. We know how to move. I'm sorry, us late 80s babies, we know how to really maneuver because we had the blessing of still having those grandparents that were from the great migration that came from the South. And then, but we are also the generation that came with technology boom. Like we started this ish. So we really have that balance of understanding how to really keep that reality of life. Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Shout out Elite Public Schools. Doing it again.
So listen.
Oh, y'all ready? Books and Brunch. Yes. So, Books and Brunch. Shout out to Mr. Aesop Winston Sr. This is my guy right here, dating for Man Made Easy. This was another thing. This was, I'm telling y'all, you never know who's thinking of you when you're not in the room. So make sure you just maintain that integrity wherever you are. This was another phone call that I received. Aesop called me. I'm like in a meeting at work. He like, well, he's great. I invited him on one of the stops of my book tour, right? Yeah, we'll get to that. But he got kind of got that bug, and he ended up calling me like, "Well, what you think of Books and Brunch?" I said, "What?" Since then, we took off. We were able to do a whole spring series over in Oakland, where we patroned M2. Shout out Chris. Thank you so much for the culture. 1701 Telegraph. These are all Black-owned businesses that we were able to come and collaborate with and host Books and Brunch. And Books and Brunch is a space where community can come together. As always, all my spaces where community come. So I'm gonna let you know right now. And where authors can really come and showcase their work, like especially when you're self-publishing, like who gonna know you did that book? Who cares that you wrote that book? Unless you go out there and actually meet people and talk to people and let people know what's going on. So we created an entire event, an entire series about it. So, and this was also another way for us to collaborate with other authors to bring in, because it's really not all about you. People, me. No, it's not about you. It's about really having that platform so that you can bring others up, so everyone can be able to showcase. So Books and Brunch has been an amazing experience. We're able to complete the spring. Now it's the summer series, right? And we start in Vallejo.
So,
Last year.
so
yes. Oh yeah, that's that Vallejo living right there. Got those.
Anything inspire you?
Absolutely. Vallejo is an entirely inspiring place. One huge thing that inspired me was as soon as I got to Vallejo, I hit the ground running and started making connections. You saw the email. I started making inside joke. I hit the ground running. I started, connecting with community leaders. I worked on Miss Cassandra James's campaign, just dived right in. I joined a few boards, Vallejo Project, shout out Vallejo Project. I joined BWAPA for Solano chapter. So, I just really hit the ground running. So, being able to be in those spaces really is like, okay, I can take this to the next level. I can really say that I use these best practices to elevate my community, to elevate my brand, and to continue to learn and grow and build those authentic relationships that we know matter the most. Oh, yeah. Shout out.
Beautiful thing. City Hall.
Why we shut it down like that? We showed up, y'all. Yeah, it was community. And that's what it do. And we was proud, man. That was it. It was an amazing moment to see everyone from who's been a part of this entire 707 week. We had our young artist who designed the logo. Yeah, she is dope. She did the 707 week logo. Get out of here.
Miley J.
Baby girl.
Where we at? We at 2025, man. I've seen Miley J grow up.
Yeah.
Like the Miley J used to also for a town hall meeting, and that's what we had kind of councilman for Hakeem Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And she would show up. She would speak. I'm like, who is this little girl?
She had to be little here because she's still young.
Really like 2019, 2020.
Okay.
Made the job with your baby. Made the job. She's homeschooled.
Yeah, that's what that good old. She did the logo. Yeah, they brought her in. And she did an amazing job, and it go crazy.
If y'all are not following 707 week,
yeah,
707, say it backwards.
Say it backwards. You see what they say out here? Say it backwards.
If you guys are not following 707 week, go do it on Instagram.
Go do it right now. Stop what you're doing. I'm about to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was living here in Vallejo. Yeah. Vallejo has views. I'm going to tell you this right now, y'all. And when I'm talking to all my friends, shout out to G-Biz. Over there at KML, who's always making fun of me, but he know what it is. But whenever I tell my friends and tell them the wonderful things about Vallejo, I start with the views. Like, we're literally able to go hike. We're able to see, we're right by the ocean. We're able to have all types of terrain around us. We're able to have greenery, trees. We're able to be, we're able to be everywhere. So really intentionally placing myself in those situations was really always, extremely inspiring to me. And literally seeing all the work that y'all all doing, like, you know what? I know that there's best practices out here. I see it through Watch Me Grow. I see it through Vallejo Project. I see it through Higher Ground. I know that there are best practices that are happening. So seeing other people do their work is an amazing inspiration, and really gives you something to talk about. You can do it.
It's not okay. So much greatness.
A lot of greatness.
We it's really the highlight of greatness. This great artists that came from Vallejo.
Yeah. We like that. Yeah, we here. Yeah, right. And we got great community leaders. We got great advocates out here. we just said, we just got this new wave of leadership that's really inspiring. I like literally came at the ground level of that where everything was flipping. So I was like, oh, how can I get involved? And that's how you have to be where you are. Yes, we understand you got a 9 to 5. Yes, we understand you got kids. Yes, we understand that you're trying to find out to make sure, trying to make sure it works so you get gas in your car to go from here and there and there. But at the same time, you got to understand you got a village, you got a community that can help you. All you got to do is pick your head up, go outside, show up to this event, get that resource, and lift some of that up.
Y'all listening? Why y'all listening? Make sure that y'all are listening.
Yeah. You shouldn't be, because honestly, we're just beginning. We're gonna talk about that offline, but we're just beginning.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
707 What day?
Okay, so that is going to be Sunday. That's going to be the last event for 707 week, y'all. We going out with a bang. You know, I had to headline that baby.
Okay.
But me and other authors, it's going to be an amazing experience. So that's going to be Sunday, July 13th at Bambino's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The brother Esop is going to be there. We have your sister, Fatima, is going to be there. So it's going to be an amazing, it's going to be lit, y'all. Y'all, if I'm going to be in the building, then y'all know it's going to be great. It's going to be a space where you can learn, you can vibe. What we say, grab a book, grab a bite, and catch a vibe, y'all.
Let me say this. No, unfortunately, Tina's not gonna be there.
Oh, awkward.
She's gonna be out of town. I'm gonna fill in. Y'all
Okay.
cool with that. I'm
Okay.
gonna fill in for my big sister.
Okay, you have her books.
Yeah, I'm gonna have her.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the community. That's what we do. That part. I love that. I love that. You know, I'm just. Your sister hella cool too, though. Yeah, your sister, she's really cool. Yeah, yeah. Nah, well, I did. I saw your other sister, Iman. I seen her. And it was like, that's the other sister. I was like, damn, I'm gonna go over there, but we. Now he didn't show up, so he needs to show up from somewhere. I talked to him on the phone now. Yeah, he a little bro.
Okay, so
Yeah. Honestly, I wrote my book during the month of Ramadan. So that was literally the perfect time for me to sit down and sit still. Oh no. Well, my book, nah. Yeah, we're gonna, because we want to get a little deeper in this. We're not just throwing events to just party and be shown, but we're gonna talk a little bit about that. So thank you for bringing that up. But I wrote my book during the month of Ramadan, which is a time when Muslims we fast for 30 days. And you fast from everything. You fast from food, you fast from water, you fast from people, you fast from all of the madness that you usually would, be getting into. So I was able to sit still. I had an amazing collaboration with Revision Publishing, who helps you self-publish. So if y'all thinking about writing that book, go through Revision Publishing, y'all. She walks you through the steps. Miss Akila is amazing with it, and really just made me feel confident, made me feel secure in what I was doing. So that was kind of where my headspace went, what I was doing. Yeah, can't play with us. Yeah, but yes, the other book. So y'all, and this is important because we want to talk about these marketing tools. We're not here just to key. We're here to really drop some gems. So a huge part of marketing my book, because is self-publishing. Yes, is really getting in front of an audience. And the best way to get in front of an audience, y'all, is partner. You have to partner with like-minded individuals, partner with other folks who are doing the work so that you all can move further together. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that you're partnering with people, because now you have your audience and now you have their ideas, now you have their ideas, your ideas, and put them together. So it was really important for Aesop and I to really bring other authors within this. We have Dalen West, who did Day to Day Journal. We have Miss Maisha Jefferson, built a six-figure brand. We have Miss Akilah Trinae, who just came out. I just went to her book launch party on Tuesday, called More Than Enough, which is part two to her other book. So these are strategic moves that we're playing to ensure that everyone gets a piece of the pie and that we're lifting each other up in the process. Another part of this marketing was I was excited that Esau came to me with this idea because I had just recently launched my tour, y'all. So the Brazilian Voices tour is on, y'all. I launched the tour right here in the itty bitty city by the water in Vallejo in March, and I knew I had a 9 to 5, y'all. I got I got a mortgage, I got real stuff going on. So I extended my tour all the way. I spread it out, so it's going to be going on till September. So these Books and Brunch, when people come and actually purchase books, which you can do and get it signed, they're actually funding the tour. This is strategic moves that we all need to think about when we take that launch, when we take that move to really preserve ourselves, preserve our talents, and go to the next level with our ideas. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah. 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 It's hard. Oh, that's what it's hard. Mhm. Read the first page. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah.
You can't talk about mental health.
You can't do it.
That's so bad. But she talked about
Mhm. Wow. She's a healer, though, and I was so happy to find that out about her. I'm like, oh, yes, she's a healer, and she intentionally practiced that. Like that's her profession. Like that's how she moved. And I love individuals like that who control, those emotions, or aware, right? Because it's not always about control. Sometimes we hit it, but just being aware of that type of awareness is a blessing to have. Oh my God, he's out here thing for being very easy. So yeah, he's a man of many lifetimes, and he's now in a position where he felt that he's been through it all. Been through the marriage, he's been through the dates, he's been through so many experiences, and now he literally has best practices on how to make this work. And it's been successful. And kudos to him. And keep on doing that, bruh. What I love about him is that he's so respectful. Like I can see why. I can see why you wrote that book, bruh. But he's such a gentleman. He's so respectful. He's so collaborative. He, just ready to share what he has. And really ready to build. So he's a great. Yeah. Dalen, my guy Dalen West, Day to Day Journal. He is a gentleman who's been really hitting the ground running with his men's wellness and mental health around men, and ensuring that they have the tools. Which is, this is a journal where it's writing tips, there's prompts, there's all types of things in here to really get yourself going, to keep yourself balanced. As a Black man, so much going on. So Mr. Dalen West has supplied you with something that it just helped you get through the day. Yeah, Maisha and I went to high school together. Go Coach, James Logan, baby. So Maisha is a superhuman. Like she has her own business where she focuses on health and wellness and really dials into making sure you have a healthy feet, healthy cuticles, healthy nails. She has a shop in San Leandro. She's a mother. She's a wife. She's so many things. She was one of the first guests that we had at Books and Brunch at our 1701 Telegraph. And she just continues to just evolve and really bless others with the knowledge that she has. So shout out to Maisha Jefferson. You doing the damn thing. Oh, well, Resilient Voices. So, Resilient Voices is a compilation of inspirational quotes, best practices, and community voices. Resilient Voices provides you the tools to really get engaged in your community. No matter if you're a resident, a community based organization, or a large corporation, there is a role that you play. There's tips in there for the youth. Each chapter is based on something different. Based on my experiences of working in nonprofit leadership, I've come to learn best practices that really work to get communities that have been historically overlooked to push those communities forward and to see those children graduate from college. Shout out Josiah Harris, who just graduated from Morehouse. To see those parents really elevate their families and go to the next level, and to see communities make transformations. Shout out to East Oakland. We got a lot going on there with the Better Neighborhoods, Same Neighbors Initiative, with the Rise East Initiative, and to really push that through. So what I'm doing is every chapter is literally based on environmental justice, youth development. We got prison reform. And then my favorite thing about the book, of course, this is an interactive, y'all. It's a multimedia interactive book. So there's sheets in there where you can download. We talk about your personal journey. Talk about starting with yourself before you can really help the community and getting those things up and lifted for yourself. And then I include 4 amazing leaders, y'all. The interviews in there are powerful. Shout out to Keita Price, the hood planner, who works in urban planning. She has an entire business on urban planning, and she's doing so many things for the community of East Oakland and beyond. Shout out to Mr. Tori Johnson. To Tori, it's all about bringing Black joy. It's all about bringing Black joy. She curates spaces, and we have amazing times where we stop and actually reflect on what we're doing well in life. But she's a food advocate justice. Shout out to B. Coleman. B. Coleman is a warrior in this housing field and continues to advocate for people not to own land, for this land to really come back to us, to the people that it deserves to go to. And so that we're not using land as a commodity, so that everyone can have a place, can have shelter, can have a place to be, can have a place to live, and have a place to thrive. And then, of course, Dr. Tanisha Cannon. Dr. Tanisha Cannon is all about really using her voice to uplift those who are incarcerated. She fights for those who are getting paid nothing to go to work every day within prison. Slavery. She fights for those advocates, for those folks who just recently who got released, to ensure that their voices are uplifted so that they are integrating within the workforce and integrating within society with ease. She has ran the organization All of Us or None. She runs our organization All of Us or None, based out of Oakland, California, that continues to fight for rights for those who have been silenced and those who have been judged by, the decisions that they made in life. But it's really about us understanding that our worst mistake does not define us, and about us really having that humanity to bring that mercy out, so that those folks can know that you can change, that you don't have to make those same moves that you did. So it's really coming from that. So Resilient Voices, the tour is popping, y'all. Next stop, San Francisco.
Next stop.
Next stop, San Francisco. We're gonna be at the main library at the African American Center. Shout out Miss Shauna who helped me set this up. It's gonna be hosted by San Francisco's very own Shablice Scott, who is y'all, Shablice is the one. That's that one. Shablice is a community leader. She's a business owner. She has a group about building wealth for Black women. And she's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing. Is it July 19th? I gotta check the location, but she hosts events like that. Okay. Yeah. Jameelah. Yes. 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 So Akila Trinae, this is part 2 of her first book, Beyond the Hurt. This is part 2. This is fiction. All right. So she created these characters. She created everything. And Mr. Keela, we talking about turning this into, shout out to Put Your Play on Productions, because we're talking about turning this into a play. Yeah, Put Your Play on Productions does social conscious plays. They put your play on, they put their plays on. We just did a very great production. Shades, I sit on the board of Put Your Play on, but yeah, we're talking about turning that into a play. She wants it to become a series, so. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? You know what? So, no, Eastside's from San Francisco. And she from Oakland. Like you maybe, but we was very close. Okay. So, what are you looking forward to? Other than, you ready for the books? I already know, but
Hey, I'm excited to kick off. Yeah, I'm excited about the kickoff. All of us coming together. I'm excited to see what new faces I meet. I'm excited to see Valaoans coming outside their homes and really engaging in an intentional and meaningful way, getting to know one another, understanding what resources are out. There's going to be a workforce development resource fair at Solano Community College. So it's just exciting to really see Solano County being uplifted on so many levels. And I'm just excited to see the people really tap into that. Like all my neighbors from Vallejo, they like, I'll be like, I'm going here, I'm going here. They like, all right, have fun, but why not? Why aren't we? Why aren't y'all still in tune the way, folks was in tune back in the day? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so just thinking about 707 week. When you say 707, y'all, 707 is Solano County, right?
Mhm.
Solano County.
Yeah.
We're not excluding anybody.
Nah, Fairfield, what's up with it? Benicia, Dixon, let's go. Benicia. So, you know we got shout out TD.
Right.
Yeah.
And just like she stated, right?
Mhm. The Marina Lounge. Shout out DJ Oris.
Oh, what's that? Thursday? Next Thursday.
Stop. Fuck you. Hey, listen, let's stay focused because I'm on that.
All 707. That's a well again. Don't forget to go follow 707. You
Yeah.
have to know what's going on from Sunday to Sunday.
Yeah.
You have to know what's going on. We have a TV game.
Yeah. Oh my God, the Vallejo seaweed. Vallejo got a baseball team, y'all. We got a Vallejo.
So I'm just thinking, right? Why is it important? Like, we're from Oakland.
Yeah.
But we're here in Vallejo. We invested in Vallejo.
Yeah.
You know, we're here.
We literally this.
Oh, you know, why is that?
Yeah, y'all. I think that's extremely important. I think you have to have pride. You have to have a sense of belonging. Where you live, you know, you have to have, and where you encounter, where you have to really create that quality of life that you really want to see. You can't sit back in the sideline and complain about it.
No.
Yeah, you can't just sit back in the sidelines and complain about it. You got to be the change you want to see. You got to get active. You got to get involved. You have to go out. You have to be a patron. You have to use your voice. You have to vote. You have to fill out that survey that they send to your house to ensure that your voice matters when they're talking about the budget, when they're talking about new leadership, when they're talking about how to allocate funds in so many ways. It's so important. And I know us being from Oakland, like we have that pride instilled in us. We have so many great things that come from Oakland, like the Black Panther Party or the Shabbat, my family, and so much more. We have so many things to be proud of. So that's like just in us, right? So when we go somewhere, y'all gotta be ready when you like. That's important.
Walk.
Yeah, yeah, Oakland. Yeah, town. Right. And it's and like you said, like you have to ensure that that investment is going in on so many levels. Yes, we're fortunate to buy homes here, y'all, and there are some for tap in. I just heard about this first time home buyers program over in Oakland. They're going to be having this whole little meet and stuff, so y'all better tap in. But yes, we bought homes, but we also start businesses. Khariyyah Speaks Incorporated is based out of Vallejo. Watch Me Radio is based out of Vallejo. Yeah, I started the first stop of my tour was here in Vallejo. I sit on the board of organizations in Vallejo. Like that's important. That's important. And y'all, loneliness is up. We're the most connected in the world, but loneliness is up. But when you come into a community that you embrace and that you're creating that sense of belonging, really, that you're gonna be happier. You're gonna live longer. You're gonna have more connections. It's gonna push your goals. Like, come on, y'all. Like,
It's so important for your mental health. Though.
yeah.
Like, so that's just a belonging. Listen, y'all come outside. Outside all week.
Yeah, shake a hand, shake a hand, meet a friend, like don't play. Man, y'all, 707 week is about to be a time where we're collaborating. This is a grassroots movement. Okay. This is a grassroots movement that we're starting. Everyone on board understood the assignment. We understand that all of our energy and our time is priceless. But at this time, it's time for us to put that into something that can really turn into something that can change generations. This year, we're literally just been so grateful and lucky that we've had the partnership, that we have so much inclusiveness from so many different and diverse companies and organizations and people. Next year, we're turning it all the way up and going to the next level. So thank God we got the proclamation. Let's continue to tune in for 707 week all week long.
That would be good. But listen. Let's see.
Books and Brunch is July 13th, the last day of 707 week, y'all. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Bambino's. Y'all come dressed because you know I'm putting that on. Yes. Thank you so much for having me. And I am blessed. This person. first person?
You are.
Okay, I'm honored to be in this space, and thank you for being the sis.